Hello everybody, and welcome to the next session of The Last Spell. We're going to take our second attempt on Gildenberg this time, after losing terribly against those harpies. I've been not too surprised that I've been losing against them so hard, because I was neither prepared nor did I play it good. Boundless mode. Alright, not now. So what did I unlock? I have selected the last time. Tainted Essence gains, I'll keep that. Move points, I'll definitely not keep that. Extra mana, possibly. Not so sure about that. So, free crits, I like that. And free accuracy, I'll take that one too. This will increase the damage output of my team by a lot in the background. This is a great upgrade, because it's just increasing my passive progression in the background and does nothing for the combat directly. But the other things, you know, I like to play in a way that I mostly avoid getting hit. And if I get hit, I build tanks, so I don't need the generalistic upgrades on health and armor so much. And mana and move points, yeah, pretty good, but it's way harder to acquire accuracy and crits than mana and move points. So that's my thoughts behind that. Oh, the chat ain't visible for me. Hey, Paulo, welcome. Happy to see you, man. I'm finally feeling well again. Like, today is the first day that I really feel like I'm not feeling ill at all anymore. Just a little bit often to I require a bit of more handkerchiefs than usual, but finally feeling well again. So I hope you guys are feeling well too. Let's spank some monsters. Enjoying the new update? Totally. I really, ever since the Master of Omens update, I want to play this game more. Before that, I was like, I want to wait until it's done a little bit more. Now I'm motivated to pick it up and unlock more and try to beat those things and all. It's really great. Hey, Aikachi. Well, tomorrow is Colony Day, so today I'll take a at least during the day hours, a hiatus from RimWorld. Maybe I'll do a stream in the evening. I haven't fully decided yet. I'm going to stop streaming a little bit earlier today because of appointments. So I haven't fully decided yet. I'm feeling a lot like Arinorth later, because there has been another update that has been slightly influenced by my ideas, I think. But more about that later. Now let's go for some. I'm fist fighting my mod list, yeah. Let's go back to the last spell. Let's check out what we got here. So we got Ulysses. This guy starts with a pistol. That's fun. Never played with a pistol for real before. So Illusionist. Extra accuracy, but less armor. That's pretty cool. Short. He's dodging better, but he's moving slower. And, yeah, alright. But he's short and stiff, so it negates it. All that's left is a move pointless. Short, stiff dude. Alright. Pistol, I don't remember it existing. Me neither. I think that has been patched in with the Master of Omens update. It's a pretty interesting weapon. It has momentum on the basic attack, which is interesting for a ranged weapon. And it ignores block. That's something I really do like. This thing ignores damage negation, which makes it pretty powerful. Then you have a skill that, the grappling hook, you follow the attack. So it's basically, I think this weapon goes extremely well with the sword, because they share some qualities. And last but not least, you have the grape shot, which is a high AoE blast, but the most interesting part about that skill, it is ignoring dodge. It's a big AoE with dodge ignorance, so I see a lot of goodness happening on that weapon. Alright, so next up, Patience. What a name. Novice's Wand. She's a thug, so her daily mana regen is not existing. The hell? But she's critting well. Okay. Pinpoint. Reliability plus accuracy. That's pretty good. And her damage is a little bit lower. What do I make out of this? Well, I'll just take it as it is for now. Rusty Axe. Alright. Can't remember an axe either. So the axe is inaccurate. And it's extremely well against armor, but that's physical damage. Opportunism multiplier. A multiplier applied to the hero's opportunism attribute. Oh boy. Alright. Thug mage, yeah, that's really, really weird. So there we got intimidating scream, reducing the enemy's damage by 33%. That's pretty cool too. And axe boomerang. Alright, look at that form. It's very, very weird. So, okay. Lots of new stuff to learn. Vagrant. More movement, less resistance. More mana, less dodge. I think this lady here is a way better fit for being a mage, but, well, you know, let's do this. I don't feel like these are properly distributed. I'll give Patience the axe, because the axe doesn't have any bigger mana spenders except for the axe boomerang, whereas the wand, if you don't use mana, it's a really crappy weapon. So let's do this. Also, with her setup, low resistance, low dodge. I want her in the back line in the first place. This is no person I want to have wielding a melee weapon, thank you. The axe is good. Alright, I think it's looking great. We're going to see how that works out. Okay, so it's time for some monster clapping. So before we start, a quick reminder that you can watch the entire playlist via the playlist link in the description box. If you missed the stream, check out Twitter and Discord. There's an announcement happening for everything I do there. Or just subscribe and do the bell thing and leave that to YouTube. I'll leave that up to you. Also down there you'll find some support links to PayPal, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee. If you'd support me via these, or just check them out, I'd be super, super happy. And thanks to all the supporters out there. Appreciate. And let's smack some monsters. So, let's go. Alright, monsters are not dying from one blow. It's extremely annoying when you're still at that point. So, quadruple multi-head. Well, the first fights are usually really, really easy. So, the pistol has a very, very mediocre range. Should have put him way up closer to the enemy. Let's check it out. They'll be all roaming. Let's see. It's looking good. So due to his stats, short and all. Alright, so that thing's working on it like that. It's pretty interesting, because technically you can use that as a frontal cleave. Okay, looks like a cool weapon. And the other blow. Ah, alright. Yeah, I see why you like that weapon. Alright. So... yeah, low-level characters. Unable to kill stuff with one attack. It's always the same tragedy. Oh no, I misclicked. I wanted to put that on this guy. Whoopsie. Well, whatever. And let's spread the fire on these guys. Out of actions. Out of actions. Low tier heroes, I really don't like to leave them in melee at all, because usually nothing good happens. They just have no armor and, well... usually always try to end the turn in a way that these folks are not ending their turn in melee. So let's use the grape shot thing. They're just standing way too good not to. Not to, well, whatever, you know what I want to say. Sometimes grammar leaves me. There we go. So, let's try this. I got 7 movement points. So this attack is inaccurate, but it's highly, it's very, very powerful. Okay. So we'll be able to move over to there. This wouldn't be enough to, So that guy there will be able to attack me if I run away. So let's move up there. Well. I won't be getting down that guy otherwise. Whatever. I'm gonna use my remaining action points to just bolster up. So she's going to be able to tank that one blow without getting torn apart. There we go. And then they don't even hit her. Good. Don't want to complain about that. So, this looks like the ideal spot to toss a boomerang axe. Oh boy. That's, yeah, alright. That weapon is fun. I see what you were talking about. And it's fun even without proper modifiers and all. Because stat-wise, this character sucks right now. So, let's fry them. Okay, let's check this out. I got 4 more movement points. Well, I can move all the way up there, and there's one guy able to... 2 guys, so... That was a bad turn. Let's see, probably it'll be better if I hide over there. No. No. I messed up that turn, she's going to get a lot of damage there. Oh, only one dude attacking. Lucky me. The enemy had better options there. The enemy had way better options there. So, let's do this. I like that. I think something like that would be fun. Alright, let's see where we'll get with that. So far, I'm, well, I don't know what to think about the, pistol. I think I should use the grappling shot more. So let's check it out. Can I move with that? No, it needs a target to apply the movement. So the grappling shot is something to pull yourself into and fire a grape shot blast into their face. I think that should be the idea of the inventor. So let's see. There's 1 dude, 2 dude. These guys here, they are a little bit problematic, but well. I got an entire mage full of action points here, so we shouldn't have any problems for real. So my mage just needs to step back. Eric. That's one thing that I didn't do enough in the past, like checking on out if people are standing safe and whatnot. So let's try that. Grappling shot. Shouldn't I be, moves the hero to the tile of a killed target. Ah. So, if I land a killing blow, then I get to do that sick follow-up. That's cool. It's pretty cool. I like about this game that you have to think about the proper usage of your weapons so much. So, it's not meant to come up weird, but, I like it that the weapons are all a little bit more complicated, and there's almost no weapon that's very straightforward. It makes them pretty nice to combine. So, Void, welcome! Happy to see you, man. Okay. Here we go. Perfect night. But it ain't that hot. It's the easy town, so... I expect from myself a perfect night, at least. Okay, so one side attack from the north next night. That's as chilled as it can be. So what can we get there? Armor Maker, Shop Reroll. Shop Reroll sounds like something that I really want to have, so I think I'll kinda save my essence for that. There's been way too often a situation where I had lots of gold, but nothing to buy at the shop, and that sucked. So we're going to see the so Laurentia, we're going to make you our mage. So rare mana power up. Gosh, there's such a. See you there, Ash. Bye bye. Thanks for hanging out, man. So I'd say I'll take the damage upgrade. Oh, extra multi-hit. I'm sold. Especially with a novice's wand. Pretty good. So, sprint, mana growth, for plus mana increased by 2 for each level. So we'd get a nice battery there. As long as the hero didn't move, accuracy and skill range, also very, very appealing. Well, I'm torn, but I'm going to pick the mana growth first, because a big mana pool is just very, very beneficial. So, Ulysses, my dude. Yeah, he was bad at moving, but that's been the... Oh boy. So many rare upgrades, but I'll take the damage still. Well. I'll reroll that. More daily mana regen versus critical power versus reliability. Mana regen is always awesome. It's never a bad thing to have more. Fatality, Perseverance. I'll take the Fatality. I like the execute of that. And if I stay with a pistol, which I actually plan, then it's going to be a good thing to be up close and utilize that those short-range bonuses. Good. So, health, 182. Yeah, why not? It's always a great thing to have a lot of HP as a frontliner. I've learned as much. So, critical power, reliability, it's all pretty crappy. Rather take the momentum over all these things. Sprint unlocks the sprint skill, allowing to restore movement points in exchange for some health. So that's very, very appealing. Harvester. For enemies killed, daily mana regen. Awesome. Bought. This solves a lot of problems on her. This way she can increase her mana regen if she kills stuff. That's very, very nice. So, what do we have here? Nasal helmet, fur pants. Oh, move points. Kettle hat. XP gain. No, I'm sold for those pants because accuracy is great, move points are great, and the rest is, well, a nice extra. The helmet is also pretty tasty, though. I think I'm going to take the helmet. Simpler reason. The pants might be obviously a tad bit better. Movement points are very sexy and all. But if you check out your characters, they all have a pair of pants they spawn with, but nobody spawns with a helmet. And therefore, that's more stat gain. So we're going to push up patience here with all the stuff that we can find for her. And let's see. I need new structures. I need mines. So let's start with that. A gold mine. At least one. Actually, I'd prefer more, but you cannot have everything, obviously. So, workers required down. Yes, please. And let's do this. So, 50 gold left. It's not enough to build anything new. And we ain't got anything except for the shop. Yikes, that's brutal. So I'll buy myself a mana well because I personally like to have that thing. And so we get free mana restoration. And you can't use a worker to increase the max mana for free. Or well, for free-ish, you know what I want to say. So, Laurentia or Patience, or... Well, I could use the worker also to generate some resource, but honestly, ever since I discovered that you can increase the total amount of stats permanently with that, I like that. And you can only do that once per day, you know. So let's see if we can do something with our 15 gold. There's a tome. Wonderful. Bought. Because there's one thing I dislike. People without ranged weapons. So Patience might be not at all a proper ranged character or anything, but this way I can make sure she's going to be at least able to whack stuff from afar. And I value that. So, well, I could build ballistas, but I don't want to right now. I'll keep my materials for another night. We don't need anything. That's an easy fight here. So I'll rather take it the easy way, you know. So let's hope I didn't overdo it. No, I didn't. So I think the idea would be now to grapple yourself in and go crazy ham on them. I think that's what you're supposed to do when you're rocking the pistol. Not sure if that's a very good choice of weapons then for somebody with a very low pool of movement points in the first place. Might be something that I have to redo. Probably give this guy a short bow or something like that instead. Alright, but let's try that out one more time. Oh, whoopsie. Didn't mean to kill you. Alright, well, never mind, dude. They're just too squishy for you, man. Alright. There we go. This way, she can work her way even from the back line, way before it's feasible to go in there and whack them, you know. There we go. Secondary weapons in this game are extremely interesting and important. So... Now, grappling hook. Reel in. And then... you can go crazy, and then you go back out. I mean, that was a pretty crappy example, but probably should use that axe, eh? But on the other hand, I don't see how I could safely get out of there then. So here requires line of sight. So why are these guys blocked from the line of sight there? I don't get it. Whatever. As long as there's enough stuff to whack here. Okay, let's fall back a bit. Can't fall back more, but it's not necessary as long as we take down these two guys there. So she'd have only 2 movement points left if I'd go there, but I don't think that we're requiring more than 2 movement points to solve that situation. Alright, there's one guy getting close to her, but let's see how that'll play out. Ah, not even the armor. Great. So it seems to me that these shield dudes are, yeah, they are blocking line of sight. That's what's happening there. That's a new effect. I'm not dumb or anything. I'm relieved. Well, maybe I am dumb, but I didn't perceive it wrongly, at least. Alright. Let's get the Axe Boomerang Lady in there. So this time she got 5 movement points left. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh no. Requires again line of sight, but here I at least don't think it's hard to understand why that's not working on out. Okay, so Laurentia, she still has a ton of action points left. Alright, maybe that was an over-exaggeration, but you get the idea. Okay. So, Armor of Earth is withstanding a blow or two. Or, well, no, 1 blow, not 2. But you get the idea. Oh, there it goes. And... okay. So far, I really feel like the pistol is a weapon that totally requires an accompanying tool, so to say. Or maybe I just don't have a sufficiently powerful one yet. That might be also the reason. Maybe this is one of those weapons that really starts to be fun once you have a strong one. Because if I learned one thing, the starter weapons, they all suck. They're really, really bad stat-wise. As you see there, I need to shoot twice for every enemy. And that's not only because my characters are inexperienced, no. It's also because the gear you start with is really terrible. Alright, did forget that guy though. Well, yeah, I got good points, never mind. So... let's move on like that. And always a nice thing as well is to leave an action point or 2 on your melee dudes, so they can just bolster themselves up with some extra armor. So we can transform action points into armor. So... okay, I'm way too tempted not to do this. Oh well. Nope, that's been a bad move. Overall, that was a bit greedy, I think. Well, let's see how terribly she'll bleed out of that. Ha, not at all, because they are not even able to hit her. Well, that was more lucky than anything else. I still struggle with good melee actions, you know, that's one thing. It's really darn complicated about this game. Ranged fighters are way easier to use in this game. So we'll have 2 separate angles today. Nothing I'm too surprised about. Hello, Oraculum. So, we're going to go for the shop reroll. And beyond that, Omen of Fairiness. All heroes have 10% extra damage. Oh yeah, I want that. That sounds like fun. Okay. So, let's handle the level ups. Laurentia. Oh yeah, 10% more damage flat. I buy. What do we have here? Stun chance. Would be awesome if I'd have any skills that do stun. So, well, that's been a crappy roll, but whatever. Sometimes you just don't get anything really good on that second turn. Magic fuel and more damage with the current mana. Interesting. Spiky counter, not interesting at all. Quick reload. Unlocks to restore 1 use to all the skills of the current weapon set. That's pretty nifty. Cheer, avid learner, nimbleness, crippling punch. Well, nothing for this character. So, well, let's go for a quick reload. I like that one. So, extra accuracy versus block. Flat damage reduction. But I'll take the accuracy. Honestly. So, good lord. This is, again, very, very unlucky. So, Mark, Perseverance, well, if dodged, then Mana Growth, Potion Throw, Coagulation, Glass Cannon for sure not, Overload. Let's pick up the Magic Fuel. And let's see. So, extra damage. I'm sold. I do like upgrading damage flat out. Magic damage, not quite. I'll take daily health regen. Why not? It's never a bad thing if you play a frontliner. So, bodybuilder. Haha, you see? I'll take that without a second thought. I picked up a very high health upgrade for her, and that skill just transforms health into damage. So, what's not to like about that? We got a hand crossbow, a tome, and a mail coif. Well, that's a difficult one. But I'll take the hand crossbow there. And that's going to be the secondary weapon for Ulysses. Because the hand crossbow goes very well with the pistol, simply because both are very short-range weapons. I think that's going to be great. So, new buildings, please. So, well, I can't already afford the inn, but we don't need a 4th hero just right now. What I much more prefer is all the gold mines I could possibly get, because that's just too good. So, let's do this. Upgrading the mines so they require less workers. That's really cool too. And then we're going to stick all workers in there, or at least one of them, and then check if there's anything that I want to buy here. But I think I got a nice amount of rewards already, so I want +1. Stingy Turtle Charm. Well, Sword Blast. Looks nifty. I'd like to have that. But more importantly, we're going to build ourselves more structures now. So another house leads to another mine that we can put workers in. Another mine we put workers in leads to more gold, leads to another upgrade, leads to another mine we could put, you know. So it is, to me, very, very important to invest hardcore into new buildings early on, so you reap the rewards as quick as possible, you know. So now we are at full workers. So restore some mana here, and increase the maximum amount of mana on this nice fella here now, because Ulysses is now rocking magical fuel. So the more mana he has, the more damage he does. think it's going to be a great thing for him. The only thing I'm a little bit sad about now is the fact that we weren't able to truly upgrade our gear, but there's always something, I think. So let's see, there's this angle here, we'll hold that with one person, and the other angle we'll hold with 2 persons. I think there's not much more to do except for building our first ballistas. So the ballistas are lines of last defense, and I value them a lot. Oh, I cannot upgrade them yet. Oh, too bad. So ballistas do help you a lot in holding back the baddies. You can build 40 of them. This is just the basic version of them. There's a better version, but well, one thing at a time. Good-o, let's go. I think that's good enough. Alright, bring the guitars. The monsters are upon us. Oh boy. So I gotta say, it really shows that she's not proficient with that kind of weapons. But that's okay. So the hand crossbow is a fun weapon. So here we go. Wait a sec, they rebuilt the hand crossbow. This was a multi-shot attack, wasn't it? Or was poison always a single shot attack? I'm confused now. I could have sworn that poison was not a... Ah, well, maybe I'm wrong about that. So... we got this a little bit under control. It was, right? Glad that I got other people here with a better memory of these things than me. I do know from the back of my mind that poison builds were quite rampant in the previous versions, so this might have been the response from the devs. But I personally do like this rebuild of the new of the main skill and so far, because this gives you a great reward for stacking up multi-hit on people who want to use this as their primary weapon. This is great. This is really great stuff. This makes the weapon much more how to put it. It feels like this upgrade makes the weapon be used more in the way that it was intended, because I'm pretty sure the developer's intention with the hand crossbow was not to make a poison spreader, you know. Good. And that's why everybody in my team has a ranged weapon. Patience might be not really rocking the boat too hard with these attacks, but she's killing off a couple of bad dudes way before she would be able to use her axe meaningfully. So I do like that quick reload thing. It allows me, be it only 3 turns long, but it allows me to utilize my action points better. Oh crap, these things are tough. I didn't see that coming. Let's give them something to remember me by. Oh, let's see. I don't think that these guys are getting anywhere too soon. Ah, they're even standing still there. Job's done. So you see here the ballistas are doing their job. Alrighty. Okay. So there's another quick reload possible, but I don't have any action points anymore, so it would be nonsense. And the poison shot has a way higher range, or does it? No, it's the same range, but the accuracy rating isn't hampered. Let's see. I really need something with extra multi-hit for this guy. I really, really do. So, let's see. Is it axe time already? I don't think so. I mean... let's see. I don't think that, there's any good reason not to use both weapons. Alright. She's so tanky, that should be no problem for her. Ha! If anybody would actually get close to her. They prefer no one on the barricades. Tasty wood. So... let's see. Really want something to amplify her movement points somehow. There's a couple of really good perks available for that purpose, but none of them are available yet. So far, so good. But as usual, the beginning areas are totally easy. So let's see. Oh, this attack is reducing the enemy's movement points actively now. Or is that something that has been always like that? I don't think so. Reducing the enemy's movement by attacking them is a mechanic that has been much more that has now much more emphasis than before. That's one thing that I also noticed. But my first verdict so far is the hand crossbow has been turned from a great weapon into an even greater weapon. And that's, by no means do I want to complain about that or sound like that. I like it. This is more like me being very impressed because there has been some abuse on that weapon, like poison builds were too strong, or so I heard. And now the changes do feel like you cannot spread poison as effectively anymore, but at the same time I do like how the weapon feels. I don't know, probably it was way stronger before that. But I've never been too much of a metagamer in games like these, because one thing I learned, metagaming ruins the fun. It's about, you know, games are about enjoyment and not about being as effective as possible. But on the other side, it's not about me to tell people how to enjoy their game. So, let's give that thing another poison tick. Steado. Some poison for you as well. There we go. Because I do actually know that for some people it's like an addiction to keep optimizing until there's nothing left to optimize. It's not as if they want to kill their fun or anything. It's like some people are just addicted to optimizing. Alright, so enough about that. Oh. Let's go like there. Use the tome. And, oh god, get whacked from many angles. I fail. I really have to learn so much about melee weapons still. I keep messing myself up so hard whenever I play these. Luckily, my axe lady ain't too impressed about that. But I realized now several times that every other build I'm way better at keeping my people out of harm. Whereas if I start playing melee, I'm going way too ham with those. Like here we have the same situation again. Guess my melee character is going to get whacked here again because I didn't pay attention properly. There's action points left on Ulysses, but he ain't able to reach that, so... Well. Oh, they prefer barricades. Good. Nothing beats the stupidity of the enemy. Okay. It's been an S rating nevertheless, even though I lost 25 HP. Alright, so we get a full force attack from the southern direction. Awesome. That sounds like fun. Also, I have a lot of gold mines running now, and a lot of workers. Let's see where that'll lead us there. So, 1,200 tainted essence available. Armor maker. Oh, well, I'm tempted, but not yet. So let's go for the more basic things like extra mana, daily health and mana regen. Oh boy, I want that. I want that. Well, okay. I do feel like that upgrade system feels a lot better than it did before. I really do feel like that. So, 10 points of mana more? Nah. Picking the armor. One thing that I really feel like is important to say, in this game it pays off to have a little bit of HP to hide behind. Oh yeah. Let's go for a magic fuel as well on her. She has a pretty big mana pool, so that pays off. So, extra health on Ulysses or movement points? Oh, that's difficult, but I'll take the health. Because at the end of the day, that's really, really valuable. Although, for me, this was a hard choice. I didn't make it look like that, but it was a very hard choice. So, coagulation, extra armor in value of daily health regen. Well, my daily health regen sucks. I'm not that convinced. Jump over skill. Well, can also target enemies. Mana Grove. That's pretty appealing, but at the same time... Potion Throw. Nah, we gotta go for Overload. I love Overload. I love all those consumable skills a lot. Accuracy plus. Tempting, but no. So let's take one of our rerolls there. For once. Extra damage up. I'll take that. Momentum. Oh yeah. Momentum is always sick. Okay. Then nimbleness. No. Crippling punch. Well, that sounds interesting. So I'll take either sprint or something like potion throw. I think I'll take potion throw because I like the extra slots of the consumables a lot. I mean, not as if I had any consumables yet, but we'll be getting there, believe me. So, offhand sword, blade rush. That's what I've been talking about. I think that's a great weapon to accompany your pistol with. Offhand wand, with a lot of goodies on it. But I think I'll just take that helmet, because I'm no big fan of these offhand items most of the time. The offhand wand only offers us magic missiles, and I already got that. No. The helmet is extra health and physical damage. Alright, physical damage. There's only one person in my team that can actually use that properly. But that's not that much of a big deal. Also happy to drop another helmet on another dude of mine. So, next step. I want to upgrade those mines, and that's the production effect. So that's a pretty costly upgrade. It's 60 gold to increase your production by 15. That's why I like to do this as early as possible so it can pay off. And now we pump in the workers. So I paid 180 gold, and I get back 120 gold this night. But this'll be good in the long run. Speaking about which, today I think it's about time to buy myself some new gear. So we buy that axe. That's looking tasty. And I don't think I need a bigger pistol. So compare that with Ulysses. Okay, Ulysses, you have the wrong weapon in your hand. Can we actually change that like this? Thank you. No, it should be. Alright. So, I don't think that's really worth it. Offhand axe. Scorching Wave. Yeah. It's pretty cheap, though. It's only 3 mana. What do we have here? Swift Boots. No thanks. Healing Potions. Well... let's see. 30 health versus 25 health. That's okay. 25 is enough for me. And, well... I'll take that. And let's get ourselves one reroll. Why not? Oh, boy. Now... extra propagation bounces and plus damage. I think I'm going to buy that thing. Potion of Strength, not too much of a big fan. Potion of Mana, that's triple swipe. Death Ray. Okay. Oh boy. Death Ray is a little bit hard to use, I think. So what do we have here? Troll Blood no. Alright, so that hand crossbow is definitely a taker. I need that. I want that potion of mana too, because these things are damn important. And let's see how I can acquire the remaining 8 gold I need. There will be a way, I guess. So that's that. That's that. And, well, I'm going to give that mana potion to the lady with the high mana pool. And Scorching Wave, I'll give that one to him. And these things can be sold. Please tell me that. No, I'm 1 gold short. Not like this. Woohoo. Well, I'll be handling this by using the last worker to get myself some gold. Because this is a item that I really want to have. Triple Swipe is an amazing spell. Just cool to pass that. This will increase the damage output of a couple of people quite tremendously. So I think I'm going to give that to my melee person. She's constantly a little bit low in mana, I know that, but on the other hand, it's just going to do so amazingly much for her. Okay, so let's get started, I'd say. I have done all the preparations. Let's smack up a couple of extra ballistas. And start the night. Oh, I could have probably repaired something. Yeah, whatever. We'll see about that. Oh boy. Something walked up to my face, but luckily the ballista was catching that already. Scary, man. Scary, scary. Quality weapons. go. So let's give that guy a big clapper. Okay, that was too much. Just wanted to make sure that this dude knows his place. Alright, there's a lot of pressure incoming from this angle there, so... let's see whether or not Patience is actually going to be able to defend that. I think I have way too much personnel on this side here, so let's move Laurentia over there and hope that'll work out. Yeah, the ballistas help a lot. I missed them during my last run tremendously. Oh boy, there's also coming a lot from that side. Interesting, interesting. It's going to be a pretty cool fight here. Gotta love those enemies that get off with almost no visible HP anymore. Good. So let's see. That guy's been dealt with. And these. Okay, clear speed is so far really okay. I mean, I was pretty shocked in the first place to lose at Gildenberg and at my first run, but then, well, thinking more closely about it, without ballistas and without proper gear, because, you know, I haven't even had unlocked too much gear. It's not that much of a big surprise anymore. And the Harpy boss fight that I didn't know about. Okay, time to fall back a bit so I don't get chunked here. Alright. Quick reload. Exactly what you got these items or these skills for, you know. And sip in that mana potion. It's really no use to keep those mana potions unused. There we go. It's quite a scary amount of enemies. These shield guys, they are so crazy. So there's one arrow dude incoming. I keep falling back into that direction because I want to focus these two sides of the attack a little bit more together. Don't want to spread this out too far. We don't really benefit from that. Ah, no, it's a it's an archer dude. They're just that resilient. There we go. Smack. Okay, so Ulysses has still a bit of action points left. So does Patience, but like I said, it's not smart to burst that too hard. Ow! Brutal, man. Let's show them the axe. Have you met my ex before? How about axing something out between us? There's a lot of good things that you can do with an axe. So let's poison these guys down and fall back. No, 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 no. Not like this, Laurentia. And, well... Here, for example, this would be a brilliant moment to just do that. That's the power of scrolls. Downside of scrolls, they are pretty hungry in terms of mana. But, well, there's something about everything, I'd say. There's only 35 enemies left, my god. This attack is over way too fast. There we go. Now, let's drop some bouncy hits on these suckers. That's a problem about propagation bounces. You can always go two different ways. And you never know whether you'll get the good bounce or the bad bounce. There's a 50-50% chance, and the game really lets you feel that 50-50%. But then again, I find that quite okay, because propagation is quite OP otherwise. It has to have a weakness, that's all I'm trying to say. So... I want to get rid of that archer and fall back and use my remaining action points from afar. Because there was no real sane and safe way to dish out the damage without blowing myself up. Alright, looking good. Looking really good. Give that guy some poisonous gift, but I think I'll go and give Laurentia a bit of showtime, a little bit of showtime over here. Because I really feel like we're struggling here a tad bit. Okay. Let's fall back a tiny bit. Oh no, they want to eat the ballista. Somebody has to stop them. Ah. Their own stupidity stopped them. Wonderful. Let's hope I got enough range for these guys. Oh, I don't. I don't. Bad. My poor defenses. On the other hand, I've got so many ballistas that it doesn't really show because the enemy were just too stupid to hit the structures in front of them. Good for me. We're getting the hang of this, yeah. Totally, man. Okay, so now things get a little bit more interesting. Okay. Tonight's the first night where I'm going to build the inn. Crappy item. Although I gotta say, I can use that, Okay. Transforming a part of your mana and your movement points into action points is damn tasty, but, no thanks. Mana pants and critical power. well, I'll rather take the reinforced armor. Extra health, extra critical. That sounds tasty. Something more for my girl Patience. Yes, this reduces her movement points, but look at how chunky she grew. So before I do anything else, let's start with the inn. Oh, yeah, that's why I start with the inn, because I don't have any structure that I can use for that. So our workers are going to dismantle that thing. And let's recruit ourselves hero number 4. Let's start with that. So Alban is the only level 5 hero, comes with a hand crossbow. He's a druid, he's spiritual, and he's vulnerable, but that's okay. He even has extra poison damage. Come on board, son. We get it. We are going to make great use of you. Alright. So, Laurentia. Extra critical chance? Yeah. That's a very high critical chance. So, XP gain. I'll take the daily mana regen now before I get something entirely useless yet again. Because that has happened way too often there. Relentless. That's the trait that I'd like to have for my axe fighter. Because whenever you have 3 or less movement points in attack, you gain movement points. That's an amazing trait. This way, melee people can stay fighting until they've unloaded their entirety of their action points. I really do like that. Initiator. Well, extra multi-hits now. I'll take Energized because everything that gives me action points back is amazing. At least if you ask me. And let's see. Yeah, Ulysses, extra 10% damage. I'm sold. Opportunism is also very nice. Because as we are spreading poison now, this grows more and more useful. Blood magic. Initiator here too. Quantity versus quality. More propagation bounces. Every 8 enemies killed by a propagation. Less propagation bounces, but more damage. Oh, that's an odd thing. Let's take Thrifty. That's easier to perceive what it does. Oh yeah. So many rare damage upgrades today. I like it. Let's go for Opportunism here as well. It's pretty good for bosses. Oh yeah, she gets Relentless. So, Relentless is one of those perks, gotta say, man. It changes so effing much. So, well, resistance reduction? Nah. Well, okay. Resistance reduction is one of those really weird traits where I struggle to see whether I consider it as very effective or very crappy. Because at the end of the day, it's hard to notice if it did something or not. You know? Poison damage. Daily mana regen, also very nice. Extra propagation damage. Yes, please. Alright, so perk-wise, what do you have? Mana growth. Oh yeah, critical runes. I like that one too. Or, well... let's pick steady aim too. I like steady aim. So more energized. I end up using these magic traits quite a lot. I wonder if I'm just biased or if they are just that good. It's always very hard for me to tell. So, let's see. Compare gear with Alban. He has a regular hand crossbow. Ah, it's an offhand crossbow. Duh. So, I still got 2 workers left that I can't send into the mine, so there is something we can do there. The Baron Cape looks sick. Nice. Scorching Wave Scroll, Teleportation Scroll. Tell you what, we're going to re-roll the shot for once tonight. There we go. But that's also an offhand crossbow. Crap. A Steel Short Bow +3. That's something that I want to have. We're going to buy that, I think. A power ring! No, never mind. This is just, for hand crossbows, a must-have. So what I'm going to do, the remaining 2 workers that I got are going into the mines, so we get a little bit more money. That reroll was totally worth it, man. So, mana potion, I am just that fond of these items, you know? And I actually got enough for the short bow. Massive. So the thing is quite easy. Alban is going to get the power ring there, and on top of that, he's going to receive Ulysses' hand crossbow. Ulysses, in return, is going to receive the steel short bow. So I thought that would be a pretty good swap there. And the mana potion, well, Laurentia is going to get that. She's constantly out of mana. She could use a better wand too, but, you know, we've got to find that somewhere. So, Novice's Tome of Secrets. Come on, let's buy that for Laurentia. This is a better weapon than the one she's wielding right now. There's more damage on that thing. And, we need some now. Okay, so, let's see. I'll put Alban, Patience, and Ulysses together, and I think Laurentia should be able to deal with that alone. She got mana potions. She got a something with lightning bolt in her pocket. I'm quite fond of her ability to tackle that. Okay. Weapons production buildings. So blacksmith, bowyer, and magic shot. Not that keen on this. For starters, I really want to have those stats. Now let's see, there's a lot of omens that I could unlock now, but no. I want to rock with the health regen and mana regen upgrade, because that's just basics, you know? The regen per night is such a very fundamental thing. Way too powerful to give that away easily. So, oh, I have still tons of materials available, so let's ballista this. So, yes, there are a lot of ballistas here, I know. So I ain't got enough to repair that thing. Whatever. Let's go. Okay, this will be fun. Or at least I hope so. Oh. So, tell you what, we're going to place one dude a little bit more here on the corner, so we have an easier swap towards the other angle if necessary. So, epic music sets in. It's time for the darkness. Hey, I was standing too far ahead, so the archer took a instant shot on me. These are things that I keep a keen eye out on because, you know, I don't want to be accidentally overwhelmed. So Laurentia sips in the potions while there's no bigger threat to worry about. Items that increase the amount of multi-hits on the hand are so overpowered right now on the hand crossbow. This guy is really that massively poisoned. Wow. No. Oh, there's another one. Okay, so much for turn 1. No enemy that came on in got to act on us. So there's one archer here. Lightning bolt! really wish I'd had more, a more powerful one already. I feel like Laurentia would be even able to take care of even more dudes alone. I mean, not exactly the most exciting thing to watch, but a one-man army is surely very, very satisfying. Speaking about satisfying, the weak spot shot from the hand crossbow here. Totally nailing down these armored targets. Yeah. Really gotta say, there's a lot of difference between this and the last one. Power-wise. Yeah, I shouldn't really put all the attacks on one enemy. It really doesn't pay off well. Okay. I do love that wall of ballistas. Makes things a lot easier to handle. Lightning bolt! There we go. Never gets old. It's also a very nice combo. Good. So. Let's send in patience. So, she only got 3 points of movement, but as you see there, with the new Relentless trait, she's constantly refilling her her movement points. When they are low, she's just getting new ones. I love Relentless. This makes melee characters so... It's basically that, as if you you unlocked the melee class for real once you get Relentless. So like, I'd love to see a smaller cousin of that trait too. Because right now it bothers me a tiny bit that fighters seem to be so relying on something that gives them extra movement points. Without that, they are, well, a little bit too vulnerable. Maybe melee people should be more resilient right from the get-go. I don't know. But due to the fact that the damage sticks in this game, like healing per night is not that powerful, I end up being very conservative with my melee people, that's all I can say. On the other hand, though, melee characters are extremely powerful in clearing out large masses of enemies. There's just, I do understand why there is such a, well, how to put it, such a soft lock on these, you know. There we go. Ooh, that dude looks resilient. So, let's see. There we go, just like I wanted it to be. The only thing I didn't like is that the archer is now getting some more actions, but there's always something, isn't it? Good lord. So, I feel like I'm a little bit too effective right now. I mean, GILDENBERG is supposed to be the beginner map. hope that the improvements that I got will be enough to tackle the boss of this map this time. So what I do feel like is that the hand crossbow has been turned a lot into a anti-armor weapon now, with a good spread of damage. If you just go for a lot of multi-hit, the weapon is still extremely good for standard damage. But all the skills, poison goes below the armor. It even has a shot that bypasses armor. There's a heavy emphasis on armor negation on that weapon, if you ask me. So here I'm playing a little bit more conservatively with Laurentia's mana because, you know, we totally destroyed them there already. I practically already won the night. I didn't expect it to be that easy, honestly. But it's obviously all the difference that these ballistas make. Because apart from that, the only thing different is a few extra weapons that I unlocked. Didn't have the pistols or the axes in the first run, but I don't think that the axe made that big difference there. Whoopsie, that was not my intention. So, I mean, it's a nice experience for a change to see that my preparations are that good that not even Night 5 is any problem whatsoever. So that makes me quite optimistic for the boss fight, that is. Yet still, I'm very, very surprised about the punching power of my preparations there. But yeah, I guess the extra shots they really do a lot. So another S rating, but as you see here, the City Panic is surely is hitting the fan soon. So we have next night we have something more difficult there. Nice. So, what did I get there? Spiked set. Kill 1,000 enemies. Spiked armor. That's new. Reduces move points. But it wow, that's great stuff, man. Mine's critical. I like that. So you get some reductions, but you get a nasty amount of block. This set alone gives you so much block. I like it. Another prowess has been... Or didn't I? Oh, I think I didn't accept this thing, didn't I? Yeah. Whoopsie. So, 2,000 points here. Wonderful. I think I'll just stick with the regeneration skills here. Quite boring, I know, but it's just that good. That's 2 points of mana more per night. That's an entire skill more that I can cast for free. So that really does make a pretty big difference. So a sword plus 2. Yum. Well. Plus daily health, regen, and reliability. That's not so interesting. Oh boy, a trinket with 17% crit. I know what I want to take there. The armor here is also pretty good, but that's just too much crit chance to pass on that. So, dear friends, that is the end for this stream. We're going to continue next time with the rest of Gildenberg. I thank you all for watching. Drop me a comment, a thumbs up, or a subscription if you haven't done so already. I'd be also delighted if you check out the description box if you missed the stream. There's Discord and Twitter. Just check it out, or do the bell thing when you want to let YouTube subscriptions do that thing for you. Last but not least, there is PayPal, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee if you want to support this channel. I'd be delighted. Big thanks to the supporters, and have a good one. Next time we're going to beat Gildenberg for sure.